Yaddle Chattle!
Yaddle Chattle!
Oh, Jedi Jared! Getting a little spunky with the la-la-las. With the la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Yaddle Chattle, the fastest rising R-rated Star Wars podcast hosted by two Quentin Tarantino fans in the state of New Jersey. My name is Darth. David, baby. I bring the evil, I bring the Sith, I bring the magic, I bring a little bit of the electricity, a little bit of the lightning. And the person who I enjoy zapping the most with my lightning, sitting directly to my left, your right. Ladies and gentlemen, put them together for Jedi Jared!
Hello. Hello. No, I like when you do the...
You like a golf clap?
No, the golf clap is this. I like the dramatic...
The slow clap.
The dramatic, like...
The slow clap.
And there he is.
There he is. Jedi Jared, everyone.
The dramatic one. They did a whole SNL skit on that. You ever watch that?
No, I haven't. I knew...
It's a pretty funny skit.
Oh, so as soon as you had a funny idea for a little bit, then you immediately copped to the fact that you were stealing from Saturday Night Live.
There's a difference between stealing and paying homage. I learned that from the last Tales from the Satellite with the Fast Freddy saga.
Hello, Fast Freddy. Actually, we've had many fantastic episodes. The Tales from the Satellite all the way up to episode 12. After Fast Freddy, episode 11 was Clowning Around. Fuck Twat, the clown, the bearded Joker, and Chipples. This past episode 12, was a surprise birthday episode, which we recorded in secret and released on my birthday, actually the day before. And I do want to thank everyone, and I want to thank you. And now, Jedi Jared, I have to ask you, where's my goddamn birthday present? Let's go. It's Yaddle Chattle, and technically this is the Yaddle Chattle birthday episode. He's leaving, and this is going to be interesting because this is my house where we.
Here you go. Happy birthday.
Oh, well, say it in front of the microphone. What is this?
Happy birthday, baby.
What did you hand me here, folks? Look at this.
Homemade chili.
Homemade chili, folks. Folks, look at this, folks. Let me see if I get this top on open. Whoa, a little chili just came out. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good, Jared. All right, I'll accept this as a birthday present. Do you have a little bread that I can dip it in? I mean, I'm not, what am I, a fucking savage over here?
Well, I brought you chips last week. Did you eat all of them?
Those chips were stale as shit, my man. You gave me fucking 3-week-old chips.
Not true.
Oh, Jared, it was like biting into an envelope.
Well, you ate the chips, but you didn't eat the chicken salsa?
I'm going to be eating the chicken salsa. I just need to get better chips. I had one of your chips last week. Fuck, it was like... I felt like I was eating a mousetrap. That's what it tasted like to me. A mousetrap.
Okay, that's nice. You're welcome.
By
the way, when is my birthday?
When is your birthday?
You see, you don't even know my birthday.
Your birthday is December 25th.
No, that isn't even Jesus' birthday.
I don't know when your birthday is.
Exactly.
When is it?
June 18th.
June 18th,
We've been
ladies
friends
and gentlemen.
for that long, and you don't know my birthday.
No.
But I'm expected to know your birthday.
No. Well, because I make a big deal of my birthday. I let everyone know. I actually text all of my friends 48 hours in advance. Guess whose birthday is coming up in a couple days? If you haven't sent me a gift already, at least make sure your well wishes text is lined up and ready to go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, yeah. I let everybody know. I get on the social medias first thing in the morning, 7 a.m. I go, it's Davey Mac's birthday today. Rejoice. And I got to look behind you. Look behind you, and I'm going to show it to the fans here. Let me get this microphone up in front of me so we don't lose any audio. Look behind you, but for the YouTube folks, look at this. Who's over Yoda? Explain it to the people really loud.
It's a sign that says...
Do you know where that sign came from?
I literally was singing the Fighting Irish.
I know, but do you know where the sign came from?
It came from Notre Dame.
The sign did not come from Notre Dame. It was bought by Fez Watley. That is the Notre Dame sign that Fez and I used to hit before every show, going all the way back to the 2005 Ron and Fez office. That is a Ron and Fez sign.
Wow.
And they gifted it to the Dave Man. And I'm very thankful to the Bennington Show, Ronnie B, Gail, Pepper, and not so much Earl Douglas. But everyone else I'm thankful to. Yeah, how about that?
Wow.
Yeah, see?
I had no idea that you guys actually did that.
All right, now turn your head back. That's right. That's right. Now are you impressed?
Oh, yeah. So
I got some chili from Jared. I got this fantastic Notre Dame sign from the Bennington Show. I got another maroon sweater. My mom loves maroon on me.
I think it goes well with your eyes.
Come on. I'm a fucking Sith.
Oh, red.
Brother, I'm a Sith. My colors are black.
And red.
And if I want color, I go blue for the popping out of the eyes. No, maroons and reds are not supposed to be worn by redheads. Defeats the whole purpose of having red hair.
I don't know these rules. Is there
Yes!
Is there a ginger handbook or something?
You're not supposed to wear red as a redhead because you already have the stupid red hair. So we shouldn't be wearing red, and maroon is too close to that. I'm a black and blue guy.
Got it.
I'm a black and blue guy because those are the colors that I like, and that's what your face is going to look like after Yaddle Chattle 76.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that's the kind of beer I'm drinking afterwards.
Black and blue?
Yeah, you remember? Is it Guinness and a Blue Moon? Black and blue.
Oh, who the fuck would ruin Guinness with a blue moon? That's the shittiest.
What is a fucking black and tan?
I don't drink that either.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Black and tan's delicious.
That's Black and Harp?
Yeah. It's
Or
Guinness,
Black and Bass?
There's
a half and half where it's Guinness and Harp, and then there's another one which is the Black and Tan, which is Guinness and Bass. I forget which one is which.
And then there's a Black and Blue, which is very good.
Well, I don't like that. I don't care for black and blue. You understand me?
You literally just said those are your colors.
I like them all. I like to wear them.
Got it.
Not to drink them.
Got it.
Now listen, we got a lot.
So if we do a drinking show and I make you a black and blue,
I'll drink it for the drinking show, of course.
Okay, good to know.
When are we going to have a Yaddle Chattle watch-along where we watch, one of the Star Wars movies, have a few beers, pontificate about the saga? That's something that I would like to do reasonably soon.
Maybe we
in
do
this
that
year.
For the holiday?
Okay.
For one of the holidays?
For one of the holidays, yes.
Maybe we do that.
All right.
As a special.
Good. This is what I'm talking about. I've been
or-
wanting to do that for a while.
Can I make another suggestion?
Yes, please.
We watch your Eastside Dave Star Wars special.
Star Wars special? Do you think the Yaddle Chattle fans would have any interest in that?
I don't know why they wouldn't. If they haven't seen it yet.
If the Yaddle Chattle fans don't know, I attempted to get into the Guinness Book of World Records. I should have gotten there. Basically, I wanted to become the first person to remake Star Wars in 3 hours. That's the key. I literally had 3 hours to shoot it at Compound Media before I had to get back to Jersey from Port Authority on a fucking trashy-ass bus. So, I never saw George Lucas having to fucking catch public mass transit on his way home. Guys, we're going to have to wrap up by 9:30. The last bus that leaves from Port Authority to that shithole in New Jersey is 10 p.m. And that's true, by the way. I don't know why the fucking Port Authority Academy bus line ends so soon. It's New York City. City that never sleeps. People like to go out and have a good time. Why is the last bus 10 p.m.?
A lot of mass transit outside the city, either shuts down or runs very, very rarely after a specific time.
Well, 10 p.m. from New York to Jersey as the last bus. You know how many fucking buses I missed in my time because I got too drunk and I forgot that the 10 p.m. bus was the last one? A lot.
That's when you take the NJ coastline. What is it?
The other thing that would happen is if some of these Academy buses, I don't know what the deal is. It was like Russian roulette as far as some of them have bathrooms, some of them don't. Well, on a big drinking night, like me and Pepper used to have Fish Fridays, which is after the Ron and Fez show. He would do work No. After the Ron Fez show, he would do work, like production and stuff, and I would drink and watch like a Fish concert.
Oh.
And the reason why he wouldn't get angry at me is because he likes fish.
God.
So I'd put the fish on for him,
He'd get
and then
high.
I'd drink. No, he was literally editing the fucking
wow.
production. Why are you changing the story to make it less funny? It's funny because he was fucking editing and doing shit, and I'm sitting here having beers watching him. And then I'm the one having a party on Fish Fridays, and he's fucking a miserable bitch.
That is literally what I did not think was what it was going to be. I thought it was
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Fish Fridays. He would have like one tall boy. I would like be such a dick that I would eventually pressure him into having one Budweiser tall boy. But meanwhile, I'd be having like 12 tall boys in that span.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No.
And I'd be like, oh, Pepper, I know you're editing an important part of the show, but the song Maze is on next. That's a good song. The guitar solo, brother.
Oh, I thought it would have been like the two of you went out on Fridays.
For seafood? For Fish Fridays?
Yeah, like got wasted and like ate like fish and chips. Like went to like a nice Irish pub or something like that.
That's
like,
what you thought Fish Fridays was.
Yeah.
We're both having we're cheersing trouts with our little forks.
No, just like
Salmon.
Eating fish and chips and getting wasted on Friday because it's the end of the week.
No, it was.
And you're both Catholic, so you're not supposed to eat meat on Friday.
It was the Pihish.
Pish.
Yes, the Pihish Fridays.
Got it. Was it Trey
Anastasio. Very good. So Star Wars.
Yes.
Got some news, but before we get into the Star Wars news, got a little Disney Plus and Lucasfilm news because two things emerge here, and they tie into Star Wars. They both obviously tie into Star Wars. Indiana Jones 5 coming to Disney December 1st. They finally have officially released the date.
Looking forward to watching it.
I know, you're a piece of shit who was supposed to give an Indiana Jones 5 review on Yaddle Chattle months ago.
I will.
And we gave up.
After December 1st.
No, you piece of garbage. And it's taken a long time. What's the deal? Why the delay for this one?
I think
movie was out of theaters by August.
No, they just said it. I just saw a report today that said that the movie made less money than Solo. That it officially, that this was the official end. And because they do, second runs and stuff like that to try to get as much money as possible. But they said now that, Indy 5 made less money than Solo.
They don't know how to do anything successful over there right now.
Well,
between Marvel and Star Wars,
that's a whole thing right now because every news report on Facebook keeps posting the same things that basically Marvel's imploding.
Marvel's done. Marvel's DOA, baby.
And that this new movie that's supposed to come out tomorrow is just gonna bomb.
It's gonna be horrendous, and we'll see what happens. It's crazy though the mistakes they keep making.
Well,
and they can't. And by the way, this applies to Star Wars. It's very fucking simple, Disney. Ready? Turn the volume up and concentrate. Get popular, iconic characters and don't fucking change them, nor kill them off. Have iconic, popular characters that everyone loves and let them do their shit. It's like going to see a Rolling Stones concert. No one wants to see Rolling Stones play all new shit. Yes, 3 or 4 new songs, but then we want the fucking 20 classic hits. That's what you want from a modern day Rolling Stones show in 2023. Luke Skywalker, Iron Man, Black Widow, Leia, Han Solo, so on and so forth. Grab these iconic characters. Make them bigger than life. Have them save the day multiple times. And then keep them the fuck alive. You stupid fucking idiots. And by the way, they said Marvel now is seriously contemplating bringing back Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Iron Man, and Black Widow who were killed, and putting back the original Avengers. Duh! And that's all Star Wars fans wanted in the sequel trilogy.
Well,
that's all we wanted.
I've just seen
the same mistakes. The same mistakes. Time and time again. Hey, Bob Iger. Seriously, Bob, I know you don't probably listen or watch Yaddle Chattle, but maybe someone could clip this and send it to your email somehow. Bob, listen to me. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up, Bob. The wrong people are in charge. Sorry, that's the case. Now, Filoni just did an amazing job with Ahsoka. I'm not talking about Filoni or Favreau. I'm talking about Kathleen Kennedy and Kevin Feige and these people who have no idea anymore about how to run a franchise. Hey, I give Feige all the credit in the world. He should have resigned after Endgames. Kevin Feige resigns after Endgames. He's the greatest executive of all time. He's probably looked at as the greatest producer in cinema history. He literally put out 21 movies to combine into one fucking story and movie. But the bottom line is, he's lost, just like Kathleen Kennedy's lost.
Well, it's funny you say all of those things.
Talk to me.
Because I know you were yelling at me before about not mentioning the new South Park special Into the Pandaverse or Across the Pandaverse.
I didn't know about this. He tells me he watches South Park. They do a Star Wars parody. I says, why don't you text the Dave, man? So that Darth David can come here and have some comments about the South Park special. I wasn't aware of it.
You have literally, summarized the entire episode of the South Park special without actually speaking.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing.
Okay, talk to me.
So basically, Cartman keeps having this dream that him and the boys are replaced by women of color. And they're always complaining about the patriarchy. And then he wakes up from his dream, and he's like, Mom, check under my bed. Kathleen Kennedy might be under there. Check in the closet. And then the whole episode is there is a multiverse, and there is a parallel universe where the boys are played by women of color, but they're like the same exact cadence, like shut up fat ass, or screw you gay.
Yeah, right.
Like it's the same thing, but it's like this black woman doing a Cartman impression without
hysterical.
doing a Cartman impression.
That's funny.
And the two Cartmans switch places.
Oh, it sounds great.
And
you
then,
should have fucking texted me,
you'll watch it. But the whole thing is that our Kathleen Kennedy got replaced by
the multiverse Kathleen Kennedy,
and it's a variant of Cartman. So it's just Cartman that looks like Kathleen Kennedy, and she's just like, replace it. I want a woman, I want it lame, and make them gay. And that's all
listen, I'm not even going into all of the political shit, but listen, obviously,
the whole thing was
it's crazy. If you point out some very basic truths, people will definitely want to jump on you. Oh, you fucking sexist pig, or blah blah blah.
Well,
there's nuance, there's gray area, there's complications with all of this. But at the end of the day, whether they want to admit it or not, Star Wars and Marvel, and people are gonna hate this. Okay, but the number one demographic for Star Wars and Marvel
are
males.
Are us.
It was boys, it was teenagers. Now, is it a good thing? Is it a cool thing when girls and teenage chicks and grown women are into Star Wars and Marvel? It's fucking awesome. We love that. But I'll tell you, I have a Star Wars fan named Christina who works at 95.9 The Rat. And she says they're putting too many women in Star Wars. She, a female Star Wars fan, said, why was Ahsoka only women? I go, what about Baylan Skull? Like, I was having to defend Ahsoka on a theme against a female Star Wars fan. So it's being noticed more and more these days, Disney. It's not to be exclusive. It's to be inclusive. But it's also use the noodle. Be logical and understand that it's all about the fucking stories. It's about the stories. It's about the stories. And it's not about anything else. Goddamn Peter Dinklage says one fucking thing about the dwarves in Snow White. So then they want to get rid of dwarves. Because of one complaint from an actor? So then every fucking little person actor like Hornswoggle from the WWE and other people are saying, whoa, slow your roll, Peter Dinklage. Just because you're an Emmy award-winning actor doesn't mean you should fucking call the shots for every little person on planet Earth. We little people, we need those roles, like the dwarves and the hobbits. Like, we want those roles.
Yeah,
so it's like every fucking thing Disney feels like they always have to fucking satisfy.
Panda.
Whatever temporary societal urge or trend is going on right now. As a result, you take timeless properties, Star Wars specifically, to a lesser extent Marvel, timeless properties, and you make them way too current. They become just too fucking obvious products of our shitty time in 2023. Rather than being the beautiful space odyssey fairy tale soap operas that they were. Timeless. Jesus Christ. It's so easy. Bob. Muchacho. Babushka. Fire everyone. Fire every single person who works for you at Disney. Hire Jedi Jared and Darth David.
Oh, thank you.
I will turn Star Wars around in a fucking day. I love Filoni and I love Favreau. They've been doing a great job. Same thing with the Andor people. I feel like Star Wars is actually, of all things, definitely more on an upswing or has much better positive momentum than Marvel does. Remember a few months ago when we did that story about Mark Ruffalo saying every Star Wars property is the same? Hey, Mark, what a stupid fucking comment that was, pal. Ever since that comment, Mark, fucking Marvel has gone... It's bombed out everywhere. Meanwhile, Star Wars had Andor and fucking Ahsoka in that time period.
And Mando 3. I know.
So maybe, Mark, maybe, look in the mirror. But I'm just sick and tired of some of these people not getting it.
Well,
it's bizarre.
So there's like I've read online, there's like a schizo take that Disney actually doesn't give a shit about making money or putting out good product and that they're just trying to like push their message.
No, that's not the case. And the reason why...
Because they keep doing that, but the reason why...
Public perception, though, will eventually
doing the same thing over and over again.
Yes, it's called ineptitude. That's all it is. Don't get all conspiracy and weird on us. It's called ineptitude. Iger just doesn't see how much of a flop Kathleen Kennedy is.
Well, her
or how many mistakes Disney's making right now with their refusal to just concentrate on the story and instead focus on literally everything else. Everything else but a damn fine story, a damn fine movie, a damn fine TV show. That's all they should be worried about. Time and time again. Not this, not the first this, the first that, whatever. Jesus Christ.
I honestly tapped out on Marvel, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I tapped out after seeing a really bad Doctor Strange, that sequel. I love Sam Raimi. I like the character Doctor Strange, but it was not a great movie. And Moon Knight was so fucking underwhelming.
So you didn't like that? Okay, I sort of liked Moon Knight, but I realized I'm an Oscar Isaac fan.
I like Oscar Isaac too. I think he's a great actor.
You didn't like Doctor Strange?
The second one, no. I thought it was fucking boring and stupid. And I love Sam and I love Bruce. Yeah. I'm a huge
I gotta watch that again because I actually saw it in the theaters and liked it in the theaters. But I weirdly enough, I haven't had the interest to see it on Disney Plus, even though it's there. I did recently watch Thor: Love and Thunder. I really like that. But then again, I'm a Guns N' Roses fan. And they use November Rain, Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine.
Jeez. Were they just...
Yeah, I mean, they used the shit. No, Taika Waititi said, Guns N' Roses is my favorite band. So he just put in like 4 or 5 GNR songs. But dude, when they used November Rain, it was. Did you see Thor: Love and Thunder?
No, I told you I don't watch Marvel movies anymore.
Check it out. See what you think about that one. Because I actually found that to be a lot of fun. But some people thought it was bad. But back to Star Wars for a second. Speaking of Disney Plus.
Yes.
We brought up that Indy 5 is coming to Disney Plus.
Yes.
This is exciting. I feel like in the vein of the ILM documentary, Light and Magic,
okay,
they're going to be putting out a documentary on Harrison Ford.
Wow.
Yeah.
He allowed that?
No, it looks like it's a combination of Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford, which I say like, I thought I saw something called like American Hero, Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford or something like that. I mean, why would they... It should be American Hero, Harrison Ford. I hope I'm wrong about that detail. If I'm wrong about that detail, good. Because it should be fucking Harrison Ford. I mean, they should be talking about Han Solo as much as Indy is my point.
He doesn't like Han Solo.
I don't give a fuck. You know? Sometimes, Harrison, you gotta do... You want the documentary on Disney Plus, you're gonna talk about Han Solo.
He bit the bullet, came back for 7 and 9. He didn't want to come back.
Was he in 8 either as like a flashback?
No, he. I think they were like.
No, yeah, that flashback.
JJ was like, please, Harrison, please, help me, Harrison Ford. You're my only hope.
Fuck no, I'm not working for that Rian Johnson midget. So I don't know. I am excited though for the Harrison Ford documentary.
I'll watch it. When's it coming out?
Are you gonna watch it this time?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I watched ILM, and I watched the.
You watched the ILM thing finally?
No, we discussed it. I watched it in real time.
You watched it in real time. Good.
Yeah.
Watch this Harrison Ford thing in real time.
No, I will.
And watch the fucking Indiana Jones 5 when it comes out December 1st.
I will. I'll give a review.
It's crazy with you over here. Speaking of Harrison Ford, let's go to another OG. Mark Hamill is in the Fall of the House of Usher, getting some good reviews. I have not watched it.
I did.
Oh?
Yes.
Talk to me then. Just about Mark Hamill. You don't have to give us a Fall of the House of Usher.
Mark Hamill was great. He plays this character called Arthur.
Like a butler or something?
No, he's Arthur Pym. He's like half Tom Hagen, half Luca Brasi.
Oh.
He's like this lawyer who
kills people for the mob.
Well, not the mob.
For a gang. For a family.
I suppose they're a crime family. They're the Usher family is a pharmaceutical tycoon family.
Are you an Edgar Allan Poe fan?
Yes.
Best Edgar Allan Poe short story. Let's go. You're on the button.
Telltale Heart.
Wrong! The best Edgar Allan Poe short story is a little-known story called Hop Frog, in which a medieval setting and a little person, jester, the court jester, who was constantly abused by the king and his royal court. They would throw shit at him, throw drinks at him.
That's what you do to a jester.
But he didn't like it. They was very inhumane. So one day, Hop Frog decides to get revenge on the king and his court. And I won't give you any more spoilers than that. But go read Hop Frog. That's the best Edgar Allan Poe short story, and no one knows about it. So that's what you get from Yaddle Chattle. You get a little fucking education. Well, I like Telltale Heart, but honestly, if you were going to give me another one like that, in that vein, one of the classics, give me the Cask of Amontillado.
Yeah.
Maybe even The Raven. Quote The Raven, nevermore.
That's a poem.
That's right, it is.
You asked for a short story.
Yeah, I did. What else? Fall of the House of Usher, that was a good one. You got that. Hop Frog, Cask of Amontillado, Telltale Heart.
The Pit and the Pendulum.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, too. He was pretty good, this guy. This Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
All right, so what the fuck were we talking about?
Oh, Mark Hamill was in the Fall of House of
So how was it? How was it?
He was great.
Did they have Usher? At any point, was there an Usher song playing in the background?
I was so disappointed there were no insane dance moves.
But you would think like they would have an Usher song though.
No.
Like playing if someone's driving their car.
So it's from Mike Flanagan, who he directed Dr. Sleep.
Okay.
He did the the Haunting of Hill House. That was like a really big show on Netflix.
I watched that. That was good.
So he likes using a lot of the same actors.
Yeah.
Similar like Wes Anderson.
The Haunting of Hill House I enjoyed.
I like that one. I didn't like Midnight Mass was
Didn't see it. Saw Haunting of Hill House.
But he
was a fan of that.
He uses like Henry Thomas and Carla Gugino and
yeah, I like her too.
Bruce Greenwood's in it. He's good. Mary McDonald's in it.
Oh,
and she plays like it's very like a different kind of character for her.
Okay, so how about Mark Hamill?
He was excellent. His best.
Mark Hamill was the best part?
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
He plays like a piece of shit that knows he's a piece of shit.
So, if you're interested in Mr. Hamill, go check out the Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix. That's on my watch list. I intend to. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Big Brother. We're winding down the Big Brother season.
The Giants season.
So, I got don't even talk to me about the New York Football Giants. Don't even fucking talk to me. I was nauseous after the loss to the Jets. Don't even fucking discuss it, okay? Please?
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Just leave that topic alone.
You got it.
All right. Something I saw on Twitter. Someone was bringing something up. They said everyone gets upset when Sabine showed that she had the Force in the season finale of Ahsoka, but no one was upset when Savage Opress learned the Force for 20 seconds and used it in the Clone Wars. This brings me to my point here. Stop bullshitting on Twitter and literally now, it's not just false outrage, it's false outrage at a false fucking scenario that doesn't exist. I keep seeing this more and more on Twitter. Who the fuck would even think to have this kind of debate or conversation?
I'll tell you who.
How is Sabine able to use the Force? And then someone would be like, well, you weren't mad when Savage Opress used the Force in No fucking human being is having this discussion.
Oh, I know who's having this discussion. The writers over at Comic Book Resources. Because it's usually
remind me never to go to that website.
I go there all the time. I fish for these really bad Star Wars takes just so that you and I can talk.
Well, that's one of them, bub. That's one of them. The guy's like, everyone's pissed about Sabine using the Force all of a sudden. Well, I mean, come on, man. Savage Opress.
Okay.
We're talking about Savage Opress?
Can we just... All right. Hold on. I got this. First off,
it's bullshit.
I know it's bullshit, but Savage Opress is the brother of Darth Maul. So we all know that Force sensitivity is genetic and can be family related. The fucking Skywalkers. So it really makes logical sense that if Darth Maul is Force sensitive, his brother would be fucking Force sensitive.
Is it me or I have never for a second questioned if someone is talented enough because they just learned about the Force. If you are strong with the Force and the Force is running through you and you can manipulate the Force, yeah, you could learn that you have the Force 2 seconds ago. If you can all of a sudden make shit float, you're going to be powerful.
Weren't people more upset when fucking Rey picked up a lightsaber and beat the shit out of a Skywalker?
That's another topic of the people. Rey had no training. Shut up. How about that for training?
I mean,
shut up!
I would argue it is a plot hole. That someone
it's not. She's got the Force. It's Star Wars.
Sure. However,
no, seriously. If we fucking go down this road, every single movie needs to be 50 hours. It's not just Star Wars. You can say the same thing about a fucking stupid. Take any generic sports movie, Hoosiers, where all the team sucked. And then all of a sudden, game 2, the team's great.
Do they practice?
I could very well. They don't show the practices. They show fucking 1 minute of Gene Hackman yelling at these teenagers. And then the next game, they're fucking awesome. They're like the Harlem Globetrotters. My point is,
Gene's very intimidating.
You don't have the screen time to show people training and practicing, you motherfuckers.
Gene was a very intimidating guy, so he must...
he was based on Bobby Knight, who just died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it was literally called Hoosiers, and Bobby Knight was at the height of his powers right there. In fact, the same year that Hoosiers came out, Indiana University won the national championship, Knight's third national championship, just at the age of 83. Bobby Knight. I'd like to pull, who was that kid he slapped around? Something Reed, right? Remember that? That was the kid he choked, Neil Reed. He choked Neil Reed. See, Bobby, if you were a Sith, like Darth David, you would have never got in trouble. Why not, Jared?
Because he would have made everyone forget about it.
I would have never put my hands on Neil Reed. But I didn't say I wouldn't choke him. Just go like a little this.
Well,
come on, you got to do the thing with that the guy did in episode 4. No, you got to do the thing where the guy's his mouth is moving and he's pulling his shirt. Yeah, this is good.
He's having a stroke.
See, so Darth David would never get in trouble as a college choke because I would just be choking and strangling my players through the Force, thus never laying a finger. And I could then say to every goddamn fucking member of the media, I never laid a finger on the motherfucker.
I feel like you'd probably, if you were a college coach, you'd probably like kill a lot of refs.
Yeah, I would be Bobby Knight part 2.
At least one.
I'm not gonna hide it. I would be the illegitimate child of Bobby Knight. There would be yes, I would more than likely get fired, probably for a physical confrontation with a referee, throwing a chair at the ref. Remember, Bobby Knight threw a chair on the court while a kid from Purdue was taking a free throw.
Jesus,
I'd throw a chair at the ref's head though. See, I try to one up Bobby Knight.
You'd force throw one.
Bobby Knight, the Sith Lord of basketball coaches, dead at the age of 83. So yeah, those kind of discussions of Force discussions and how is this person able to do that? It's all bullshit, folks. We didn't question you. What? Did anyone question Luke Skywalker fucking blowing up the Death Star? I know.
Sure
he said, I fucking bombed the little womp rats
I'm sure
on my, in my house,
I'm sure
near my house.
On some message board somewhere on the internet, in the bowels.
How is this space pilot so good? And how was he able to blow up the Death Star?
If he never left
He
the
never
planet.
learned.
He never left
He never
the
learned
planet.
how to do it. Everyone needs to fucking watch what? Fucking YouTube tutorials on how to be a hero in the movies?
Yes.
No! You know, the best thing about George Lucas is he gave you the best parts of the steak. That's what a lot of these people don't get. George just gave you the prime cuts. Jeez Louise. All right, what else do you got for me? You got something now.
Okay,
People are
so
going crazy.
Here is the rumor for the Rey movie. The subtitle will be Star Wars: A New Beginning.
Star Wars: A New Beginning. So, are they unaware of the Friday the 13th series? Because I think Friday the 13th Part 4 might be a new beginning. 4 or 5.
Which one was?
Yeah, no, 5 is the final chapter.
Which one's Dream Order?
Well, that's
Three?
that's fucking Nightmare on Elm Street, jerk. The fuck is the matter with you?
Same shit.
No, it's what? Take that back right now as a fan of Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, and Michael Myers. The Mount Rushmore
I'll take it
of
back.
movie murderers.
I'll take it back.
Freddy Krueger's so much different. Freddy Krueger's like the Bugs Bunny of fucking psycho killers. And Jason's, an idiot. Stupid moron.
There's a word we can't use.
Stupid jerk.
Yeah. So.
All right, so Rey's movie, Star Wars: A New Beginning. I hate it.
Yes.
Then Star Wars: A New Beginning is, first of all, as a wrestling fan, anytime they put the word new in front of something, it's a new generation here at the WWF. Or the new Road Warriors. Or the new Blackjacks or whatever the fuck. Anytime the new Rockers. They tried Marty Jannetty with some moron.
What about
the new Rockers?
What about the new age? What is it? The new age?
New Age Outlaws. But most new things suck. When you are like new Coke, when you are putting the word new, it's like it's obvious desperation to say, this is fresh. This is going to be fresh. We're starting over.
Yeah, no
It's
shit.
It's not as becoming as you think. I hate the A New Beginning.
I would say the
Hate it.
saving grace would be that Stephen Knight, the guy who created Peaky Blinders. You ever watch that show on Netflix?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
It's an excellent show.
I you know what? Couldn't stick with it.
Still, is it Cillian Murphy?
Yeah, that
And
guy's great.
Sam Neill's in it. He's excellent as the
I
bad
know.
guy. So I like that show. So I think it's probably going to be awful, but obviously we'll see it.
What?
This new Star Wars movie.
No, of course we are.
So here's what I was talking about with bad Star Wars takes. Yoda died in Return of the Jedi. But why? And someone got paid to write that.
Well, he was 900 years old.
He was old.
For one thing. I mean, being 900 years old, that's going to cause some people to finally pass away. Kick the bucket. Take a dirt nap. Feed the worms.
And we'll give credit to the person who wrote this.
Or blame.
Or both. We got to give credit where credit's due. So I'll bring that one up now. Here it is. So it's on my favorite nerd website, Comic Book Resources.
Oh, Jesus.
By Blake Hawkins.
Blakey.
This is from April of this year. But I just don't... He's like, Yoda died in The Return of the Jedi. But why? Yoda's death in Return of the Jedi was tragic. But it was also unexpected. Here's the real reason why Star Wars' most powerful Jedi died. Or we're not even going to go into that.
Yeah, don't even. Here's the reasons he was fucking 900 years old. Next article. Next article, Blake.
He spent the last 20 years of his life living in solitude by himself. Yeah, that's how people die.
Hey, you know what I was thinking the other day? This is what I was thinking. Boy, Rian Johnson did fuck up. Not to get into a huge Last Jedi thing, but this is what I was thinking. It's only because you're bringing up Yoda. So I'm thinking about Yoda. And I'm sitting there, I'm not going to lie, smoking the reefer, pontificating about Star Wars.
Yes.
Whatever you're doing, put the phone down.
I'm just getting the next story out.
All right.
That's all. God
bless you, but you're going to want to hear this.
I'm listening. Tell me your high thought.
Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
Yoda disappeared on Dagobah, 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan hid out on Tatooine, 20 years, right?
Well, yeah.
Luke Skywalker hid out on Ahch-To. All he had to do was not be a prick. In other words, if Rey came up to him and he simply said, "I've been waiting for you," that literally, I think, would have changed everything. Sure. Yes, of course, then he wouldn't have been grumpy. But maybe you could still have had him be harder edged. Not grumpy, but more intense. A little darker. But not throw a fucking lightsaber over his shoulder. Again, here's my point. Yoda did this. We never gave shit to Yoda hiding out. We never think about it. Yoda, Obi-Wan, they had 20 years to fucking get back at Vader and Palpatine. But they didn't. They stay on the sidelines. But the reason why was because they knew Luke Skywalker truly was the only hope. And maybe Leia. But they knew that the only way to get to Vader was one of his offspring. That was it. There was a few other Jedi scattered around the galaxy, but they didn't matter. Small potatoes. The only way to get to Vader was with an offspring because it would reach his heart. So no one blamed Yoda. No one blamed Obi-Wan.
I mean, in fact...
But everyone's blaming Luke Skywalker. So you say, well, what happened? Threw the fucking lightsaber over his shoulder and didn't want to play ball with Rey. If he looks into Rey and say, "I wasn't sure if you'd ever get here, but I've been waiting for you all this time. Let's get to work." The crowd goes fucking crazy.
The crowd would have gone crazy if they just...
Look, crowd goes crazy.
And
again, Bob Iger, this is what we're talking about. You hired Rian Johnson, who had no lack of understanding of Luke Skywalker.
Or Star Wars.
Period. Mark Hamill's trying to fucking tell this guy, don't kill me. The fans are not going to want to see it. He ignored him. And then Kathleen Kennedy let him get away with that. That's ineptitude. Fucking someone just says, no, Ryan, what? No, he's not a fucking asshole.
He said...
He's going to say, no, I'm here. I've been waiting for you.
He talked about how he would spend hours on the phone with the script doctor. And I find it really hard to believe that she'd be okay with Luke dying.
Well, a script doctor's not going to tell the director of a movie.
Carrie, the script doctor.
Carrie who?
Carrie Fisher.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Just say Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, she's known as the script doctor.
Okay, well, no one on the fucking planet Earth knew what you were talking about. Say Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, he talked about, like, after she died, they did this whole article on entertainment. It was a variety of entertainment. It was some fucking news article. And Ryan was like, we would spend hours on the phone talking about the script. And I find it really hard to believe that she was okay with Luke dying at the end of the movie. I find that, like,
I bet you she was not. But it feels like Rian Johnson just decided to go into business for himself.
Yes.
And this Yoda discussion made me recall that hallucinogenic vision I have. That, you know what, we never gave shit to Yoda, we never gave shit to Obi-Wan, because quite frankly, they shouldn't have been given shit.
They didn't need to be given shit because, A, Obi-Wan was watching after Luke and waiting for, like, Luke to come to him.
Yeah, but dude, he's a little kid. Obi-Wan and fucking Yoda are two of the most powerful Jedis of all time. Get some guys, find Palpatine in those 20 years and kill his ass. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
but I'm okay with that not happening because the point was, in order to balance the Force, it really needs to be a Skywalker who does this shit.
And not only that, but, like, the difference between when Obi-Wan meets older Luke and when Yoda meets Luke wasn't like, fuck off, person, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Yoda was just being fucking coy trying to get something to eat. Remember?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And, like, Obi-Wan's like, he saves Luke's fucking life when the fucking Sand People.
Yeah, he did.
And then he gives him the fucking lightsaber that he'd later...
Yeah, he did.
The last family fucking heirloom. The only thing he has of his father that was given to him by his uncle.
Which was a weird thing to give since his father used that lightsaber to chop off children heads in the Jedi Temple. He's like, here, forget about all the blood on the handle of the youngling Padawans whose brain matter is all over this item here. Just ignore that, Luke. There's a little Windex. We'll take that off real quick. Anyway, enjoy this, sir.
But, like, I've never thought it seems like such a, like, retarded, pardon my French, a bad take to take.
See how he talks?
Go ahead. Last family heirloom you have. It's the only thing you have to remember by your original master / uncle and your father, and he throws it off a cliff.
Well, it didn't go off the cliff, but it almost went off the cliff. It went into, like, the nest of those little birds.
Now, that tells me that someone doesn't really get Star Wars.
That was one of the most, like, shocking in a bad way things that I've ever seen in a Star Wars movie. Like a flippant toss over the shoulder. It didn't feel right at all. It immediately took away the epic nature of Star Wars. It made it very small, very contemporary, very of the now. This is what I'm saying. This is what the issues are.
That nothing matters.
It's just small. Star Wars is grand. Star Wars is epic.
It's like
Star Wars is an odyssey. And the guy just like, he throws over his shoulder. It's like, come on. It's fucking, what the fuck?
He should have looked at it and done exactly what he did with Return of the Jedi.
That lightsaber's Excalibur! Rian Johnson, it's fucking Excalibur from the King Arthur. You don't have fucking King Arthur throwing Excalibur, stupidly over his shoulder.
That's
God damn it!
That is absolutely perfect analogy Because if you look at like all the old all the old posters, it's like Luke holding it above his head like this.
I know! The lightsaber's as important as anything. The flip and toss over the shoulders. It really is mistake.
A fundamental misunderstanding.
Such a mistake.
Of Star Wars.
Aesthetically, tonally, story-wise. I mean, it doesn't fit the fucking Star Wars franchise in any way, shape, or form.
It would have made more sense for him to throw it off the side like he did in Return of the Jedi.
That's what I had wanted. I said if he doesn't want it, you throw it down to the side, which is I am ignoring violence. Exactly. I'm rejecting violence. There's a huge difference between throwing something down to the side like that and the little flip over the shoulder, which you usually do when, the boss gives you some stupid fucking note that you don't care about and you're not going to do. And you just, okay, boss, yep. And as he walks away, you just throw it over your shoulder. Like, that's the kind of thing.
Again, my idea was to have Luke save Rey and Finn at the end of episode 7.
My idea. My idea is the best idea.
That Finn train.
Have Luke not die.
Yes.
Just keep episode 8 the same. The cliffhanger is Luke falls to the rocks. Episode 9 starts with Finn saving Luke. The two of them have a Jedi master Padawan relationship before they go and kill out 50,000 stormtroopers and spaceships and all this kind of shit for the Empire. That was my idea and was a better idea. Iger, Darth David, I will save Star Wars for you, pal. Like I said, anything, whatever those other fucking assholes are getting, Jared and I will work for 50% off.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
How about this for something? Instead of Luke coming at all, Leia pulls out a fucking lightsaber, and she's like, I'll fucking handle this.
I got no issues.
And she goes out there, and she gives her son a fucking spanking.
Another fuck up, right? Let's just be honest, folks.
She's like,
another fuck up. So just so everyone knows that we are, cool with our fuck ups here, it's not all about the men. Why Princess Leia, one of the most badass females who in the very first movie rolled up her sleeves, grabbed Luke's gun away from him in order to shoot down and murder a whole bunch of stormtroopers, right? That woman, she never got one good action scene. She shot Poe with the stun gun. Fuck that. I'm talking action. I'm talking Leia kicking ass. Never showed it.
People,
great job, guys.
People like.
Hey, guys. Hey, Disney. You always want to be inclusive. You think you're ageist much? Why is every fucking person over the age of 50 just an absolute fucking asshole? A fucking moronic, dipshit, coward, whiny, pessimistic asshole.
Yeah, you know what?
Ageist. They are. Disney wants to be inclusive. You, goddamn it, man. You hit 40 at Disney. Sign your fucking death certificate, motherfucker. Because they fucking hate you.
It's written
they
by all Gen
hate
Z.
you.
But
God.
No, you're right. Like, what? It shouldn't have been Luke. It should have been fucking Leia to go deal with her son. It's her fucking kid. Right?
She fucking sent Han Solo on a death mission too, by the way. That's why I say that the people who aren't into the original trilogy don't get like how depressing the sequel trilogy is because Leia, Luke, and Han are just three very depressing characters. And I'm sorry, you can't just say, well, I mean, it's still the best. Episode 8's the best Star Wars movie of all time. No, it's not. No, it's not. In fact, you're an asshole.
Because
I'm okay with Episode 8, believe it or not. I just think the ending is a colossal fuck up with which they have destroyed that era of Star Wars. Those episodic movies in the saga, episodes 1 through 9, they're done. And that's because of the decisions they made in the sequels. Period. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy said the saga's done. We're not getting episodes 10, 11, 12. She said that.
And then they went back
the sequel trilogy, ladies and gentlemen, killed the saga episodic films. Don't blame me. That's actually what happened. Fired up today.
I think her contract's supposed to be up at the end of the year. I don't
Bob,
know. I don't know if
Cut the fucking cord, baby.
He's gonna
Cut
have
the
to
cord.
do something.
Bobby, this is the something you're going to have to do. Me. And I don't mean that in a sexual way. As Jared hit my hand.
It was an accident.
Anything else, Jared?
Another rumor I saw online was that Ahsoka 2's been greenlit.
Oh yes, this is more than a rumor. This is almost good to go. Ahsoka 2 coming out in summer of 2024, I think.
They are saying they want to move it from LA to Pinewood.
Good.
The
That
rumor
means
is
bigger.
it's going to be bigger, yeah.
Yeah, that's all that I could interpret. If they're moving to Pinewood, that's a bigger space. So that's a good thing. That means more Mortis, more World Between Worlds. Again, I got no issues with Filoni, Favreau, Tony Gilroy. You know?
I got no issues with any of his people either. Like, I thought Obi-Wan... I liked Obi-Wan a lot.
I liked Obi-Wan too.
I thought Deborah Chow did a great job. I don't know why people were bitching about Season 3 of Mando. I think it was great.
They had a couple episodes that were a little bit weak, but outside of that, I agree.
So, was it Rick Fukuyama?
Uh-huh.
I like him too. I like Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
I think all of those people are fine, and they should continue to be able to play in the sandbox. But I think that, you keep announcing all these movies like the Sean Levy movie, right?
Then they take the movies away from us.
And then the movie won't happen.
Yeah, that's another weird issue.
It's part of me thinks that they make these announcements to like bolster stock prices, and then they don't deliver on. They're looking for like short-term gains.
Well, that ain't
instead of
cool.
long-term
Can't do that
investments.
because you're fucking with the fans at that point. Anyway, that's
Well,
good.
remember Taika Waititi's movie? That's
Taika Waititi.
Taika what?
What did you call him? Taika Waititi, he said.
His real last name's Cohen.
Tutti Frutti. Taika Waititi. That's what Jared just said.
He's a cousin.
Taika Waititi.
He's a cousin. All Cohens are related.
All right.
Something like that.
All right. Give us a Star Wars cage match.
Oh, we're still doing that?
Yes, we always do it. Every episode. Everyone looks forward to it.
J.J. Abrams versus Rian Johnson.
Fine, good. Good. I'll go along with this. While I would like to see them both eat each other's faces off, I'm going to say Rian Johnson's going to win. Scrappier. At the end of the day, he did 2 of those Star Wars movies. Rian Johnson just did the 1. That means, for me, I give him a little more credit.
Who, JJ? Or?
JJ.
Okay.
I also felt like JJ set us up in pretty good shape with Episode 7. I still find Force Awakens to be a very fun and entertaining movie, but Rian Johnson fucked it up. So because of Rian Johnson not having intelligence, JJ will figure out a way to take him down to the ground, use some jujitsu, and probably get the tap out, get the submission. J.J. Abrams with the submission over Rian Johnson. That's where I come down.
Well, I'm going to have to go outside with you and say J.J. Abrams just because I hate Rian Johnson because of Episode 8. Everything else Rian Johnson does is great.
I love the Knives Out movies. I love that Looper.
Like Looper.
Looper was amazing.
But
I love both Knives Out movies. I love them.
Yeah, I like them too.
Big fan.
But he really fucked up with Star Wars.
He really fucked it up. He did, though. All right, look. That's it. It was a pleasure. We came in fired up, ready to go. Ready to rock, ready to roll. And that we did just that. I'm going to thank you, Yaddle heads. His name is Jedi Jared. My name is Darth David. We're going to see you here back next week for another exciting of Yaddle Chattle, a Star Wars podcast. Until that time, good night, everybody!